From NBC News, this is Today.
Help! I need somebody. Help! Not just anybody.
And now to today's Money 911, your credit card debt. In other words, if you're having a hard time paying your credit card bills, making the mortgage, making car payments, you're not alone. Today, financial editor Gene Chatsky back with answers to our questions and some strategies for coping. Gene, good to see you.
Nice to see you.
First of all, big changes in credit card laws.
We're starting to see things moving. It's not necessarily a change in the laws, but the credit card companies are starting to be willing to deal, particularly with people who have missed a payment or two. They're starting to call those people and offer them a settlement of sorts because they want to make sure that if you've got 12 credit cards, they are the one that gets paid.
Because they see this wave of defaults coming.
Exactly. So typically, I talked to a woman this week who had $22,000 in credit card debt, 11 different cards. Many of those cards have called her, and she's saying they're offering her 0% interest rate so that she can pay off those cards over a period of up to 5 years.
But
so
if you haven't gotten called, it's the onus on you to call.
Absolutely. Pick up the phone, call those companies, and let them know what sort of a tight situation you are in, because that may make the difference.
Okay, let's get to our first question. This is from Kimberly in New York. Help, I leased a new car in April of 2008. The lease isn't up until April 2010. I need that money to be able to pay taxes on a new home I want to purchase. Is there any way out of the lease? What are my options? First off, to me, it seems that if you're worried about making lease payments for a car and that's going to affect the taxes, you might not want to be buying a new house.
You are so right about that. People need to think, particularly when they're considering any sort of big purchase, not only what's it cost me per month, but what's it going to cost me to live here? And I would agree she should think again. But if she wants to pursue getting out of that lease, first of all, it is going to cost you something. You can't do this for free. Go back to the dealer and ask if there's any sort of remedy that they can offer you. If you've got less mileage than you should have had at this point, they may be willing to work with you. Or go on the web, Google sites that will help you get out of your lease, like leasetrader.com. There's a fee for listing your car on that site and another fee if you actually go to contract, but it is one way to get out. Cost you about $300 in total.
But it is going to cost you something.
Something.
All right. Next one. This is from Leah. I need your help to inspire my two boys to become better savers and not just consumers. After the holidays, the money is burning a hole in their pockets. They just want to go to buy more things. I need your help to get them to save their money and appreciate the things they have. Any advice? And you say, set up rules early.
Absolutely. You're the mom, you're the dictator.
That's right.
So 1/3 for saving, 1/3 for spending now, and 1/3 for spending later on bigger purchases. That's how we do it in my house. If you want to say that a certain percentage goes to charity too, I think that is a fabulous idea. Second, you got to make those kids start to spend that money on something so that they start to understand what things cost.
Like video games,
or go
movie
into
tickets.
the movies. Yeah, absolutely. If you pay for everything, they are never going to get this. And finally, I really think now is a great time to take your kids someplace where they will get exposure to people who are less fortunate than they are. So take the whole family, pack up, go volunteer at a soup kitchen for a day.
Good advice. This next one, very important. I've been trying to get a loan modification from IndyMac. Unless I'm behind on my mortgage, they will not do it. This doesn't make sense to me. I'm trying to prevent falling from behind on my mortgage by being proactive. Do you have any suggestions? This seems to fly in the face of common sense.
Absolutely.
They should want to do this.
Except it doesn't quite work that way. We talked to the folks at IndyMac, and here's what happens, not just at this bank, but at many others. They no longer own this loan in 9 out of 10 cases, and they have a contract with the company that does own the loan that basically says exactly what they're allowed to do. They are not allowed to deal with her until she is 60 days late, and even then, they're going to want to take a very detailed look at her finances to see what she can actually afford. So if you do not want to go delinquent on your mortgage, you have a couple of very quick choices. Call them, ask for 3 to 6 months worth of relief. They may be able to lower your payment, lower your interest rate, or extend the term of your loan.
All right, Gene Chatsky, thanks a lot. I know we'll be talking to you again soon. And if you've got a question for Gene, go to our website at todayshow.com. Click on Money 911. What's your emergency?